Yo, yo, what's up, man? It's the one and only HipHopGamer, Hot 97 Logitech G Launch Life, baby. Look, I just saw something ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like, listen up right now, son. I just saw the Game of the Year nominees for the Game Awards that's happening next month, right? So listen to this. Listen to this. The Game of the Year nominees are Control from Remedy Games. Shout out to my peoples over at Remedy. The Outer Worlds, Sekiro, Super Smash Brothers, Resident Evil 2 Remake, and Death Stranding. Those are the nominees for Game of the Year. So here's what I gotta say about that. Here's what I have to say about that. Yo, check this out. Did anybody play Call of Duty Modern Warfare this year? Story and multiplayer. Did you play Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order? Best Star Wars game ever made right now. If you love Uncharted, God of War, Last of Us, all those games, it's like they took all of that, rolled it into Star Wars, yo. Beast. And keep in mind, Stegis Moosman, the God of War 3 game director, my boy, is on that game. So you know he took a lot of inspiration from other games and brought it to Star Wars. Game crazy. Gears of War 5. Now, to be fair, on the Xbox One X, I saw my girl play it, Red Infamy, and that joint, you know, there was a lot of bugs and everything, but I played it on PC straight through. That joint was flawless. It was amazing. The story was dope. Everything. The game is fire. And the new gameplay that they added to it with the robot Jack and the new abilities that you got in terms of character, co-op, all of that. You crazy? Gears of War 5. Resident Evil 2 Remake was on that Game of the Year list. That's fine. Because Resident Evil 2 Remake was great. It was great. But yeah, it is a remake, you know, of a game that we already known since like 98 or something like that. But it's fine because the remake was that great. Then you got Metro Exodus. This is the game that took RTX ray tracing graphics to the next level. Like, when you talk about Game of the Year video games, period, what did they do to push the industry and the culture forward? Like, what was the impact that this game made that's not normal or not regular, or what did they do? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What was that thing that made you like, yo, like, this is Game of the Year because creatively they added this, or I never seen nothing like that, or it felt so good, it touched me emotionally. Like, what is it? You understand what I'm saying? All right, let's go. Devil May Cry 5. This is a game that could go head on against God of War. And you know how I feel about God of War. God of War, Kratos is my favorite character of all time, favorite game franchise of all time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, Devil May Cry 5 could go against anything. Like, that's how great Devil May Cry 5 is. Like, you gotta play this game. And you get to play as multiple characters and everything. Like, oh, the story is crazy. Devil May Cry 5 is fire. Then, The Division 2. Just the sheer amount of content that launched day and date with this game is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? The Division 2 was crazy. Then you got Mortal Kombat 11. I don't care if it's a fighting game and y'all feel fighting games shouldn't get Game of the Year. No. Mortal Kombat 11 is beast. The X-rays, the fatalities, the new characters. Spawn is coming, baby. The story is always crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Then you got Days Gone. Now, Days Gone I wouldn't say is a Game of the Year game. But I really like that game. But I wouldn't say it's a Game of the Year game. You know, I just wanted to just make mention of that. Now, listen. I've played Control. I ended Control. Control is not a Game of the Year title. Not even a little bit. Period. Not even a piece of a little bit. Control is not. What I put like this, I'm gonna say this. If you look at Control, right? Think about the first Watch Dogs game that came out. A lot of people wasn't feeling like the game was dope. You know what I'm saying? They still needed some fixes here and there, especially with the driving. But if you look at the character, Aiden Pierce, the main character, he was a boring character. I couldn't really get into the game simply because the character wasn't that engaging. So Control is the same way. The character was not that engaging at all, but the story and the mystery of it was dope, and the stuff you could do was dope. But the character, that plays a major role, and this is who you use all game. So if who you use all game ain't that interesting, you're gonna have a big detachment from the game until certain moments happen. No, this ain't game of the year, bro. The Outer Worlds. I'm playing the Outer Worlds right now. I didn't end the game, but I'm playing the Outer Worlds right now. So pretty much, if you love Fallout, especially Fallout New Vegas, you're gonna love, Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds is good. It's a good game. Good. But game of the year quality? Seriously? No. Ain't no way, not even a little bit. I don't care what you say. Game is good. Really good. But game of the year? Nope. 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 I'm doing my Shannon Sharp face. Nope. So, Sekiro. Now, personally, y'all know how I feel about those Sekiro, Bloodborne, and Demon Soul, Dark Soul type of games. You die with one hit and all that dumb stuff. Like, I ain't feeling that. Now, Sekiro is a good game too. Like, I played it. That's a good game too. But once again, game of the year? Nope. Here's the thing with Sekiro, right? Just like with any other game, like, there's a major lack of sense of direction. There's some cool things that happen in the game and stuff like that, but to make it a game of the year, like, what they really doing is taking, like, an engine that's based off of Miyazaki type of games and just changing the environment and the characters within it, and some of the things you do. So, for example, if you look at Bloodborne, then you look at Dark Souls, then you look at Sekiro, there's a common thread. There's a common theme between all those games. They're just difficult. Hard games and different different design templates. That's all it is. Now, it's not a bad game. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad game. But game of the year? No, man. There's so much more they need to those types of games. From narrative to because that game is just very tedious and technical in terms of gameplay. You can appreciate it for that. But game of the year? No. Now, Super Smash Bros. Dope. Love that game. That game is great. Game of the year? Nope. Not even a little bit. If you're going to put any fighting game as game of the year, you got to put Mortal Kombat 11. You want to know why? Because they pushing the genre forward. Mortal Kombat is the only fighting game that has the best storylines in it, period. The best action in the game, and it keep raising the bar with those same with the same type of energy. Like, they never slouch. NetherRealms is beast. Then Resident Evil 2 Remake, like I said, that could be there because it's that good of a game, but it ain't better than, like, Metro Exodus should have been there. Like, if you ask me, like, just off the top of my head, oh yeah, and Death Stranding is another one that's on their list too. Death Stranding, so far, it's a good game. Game of the year? No. No, not game of the year. No, it's not game of the year. But so far, I'm truly enjoying the story. I gotta play more, but not game of the year. Now, I love Kojima and everything, but not game of the year. Now, if you was to ask me what my, like, top 6 would be right now, I would go with Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Gears of War 5, I would throw Mortal Kombat 11 in there. I would put Devil May Cry 5. Or did I say that already? And I would put The Division 2. So, like, real quick, I would say Call of Duty, Star Wars, Mortal Kombat, Devil May Cry, The Division 2, and Metro Exodus. I would probably roll with those as my top 6 to see who get Game of the Year. Ain't no way we going with Control, Outer Worlds, Sekiro, Smash Bros, RAT. No, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't believe me, play these games for yourself. The moment you download it and pop it in and start playing, you'll understand and agree with me. Ain't no way in the world. So yeah, man, it's your boy HipHopGamer. That's my take on the Game of the Year list for the Game Awards. I think that joint they bugging with that. They bugging with that list, man. I'm telling you. Play the games for yourself and see who right. All right. On that note, we out of here. Salute. God bless y'all. Love y'all. Peace.